Welcome back to the Brooklyn Brothers Cooking Channel, or if this is your first time, welcome. Today, Chef Dom and I are going to show you how to make a Detroit-style pizza. This is the first time we did things a little bit differently that we thought might be better, and we're going to taste it and see it in a minute here. This pizza was actually invented by a guy named Gus Guerrera at a restaurant in Metro Detroit called Buddy's Pizzeria, Buddy's Italian restaurant. He wanted to try something a little different, so he put a little spin on a Sicilian pizza and came up with this. Oh, I haven't tried it yet, but it smells really good, so we're gonna check it out. All right, looking good. Let's get cooking. All right, the first step is get your 16-inch dough prepared. I've got this recipe on our channel already. I'll slip in a link on the description. I'll also put in the measurements in the description also. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is use this pan. This is pretty common with the Detroit style pizza. The one characteristic that makes it Detroit style is the depth. It's about 1.5 inches, and that's what you want in the dough. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put about a tablespoon of olive oil on the bottom there. You want to coat that whole pan. Get the sides. All right, now the dough. It's been rising overnight. It's nice and airy and fluffy. You don't want to press too hard on it. You're not going to be able to actually fit the dough into the pan right now because it's got to rise. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and cover it up and let it rise for about an hour. And then it'll be a lot easier to stretch throughout the whole length of the tray. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and make our pizza sauce. All right, now we're going to whip up our pizza sauce. Check out these tomatoes. These are 7-Eleven, and no, we didn't get these from the convenience store 7-Eleven. This is a Stanislaus product.
Stanislaus, yeah.
It's excellent tomato. A lot of pizzerias use this tomato sauce, and we also use it as well.
We've been using this tomato for 35, 40 years.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, I think it's the best, one of the best canned tomatoes for the restaurants and stuff.
Absolutely. Check this out.
Beautiful product.
Come over here, Sean. Check out this tomato. It's ground tomato. It's beautiful. Now, they only come in large cans like this. I haven't found any smaller cans, so if anyone finds them in a smaller can,
they don't make,
let us know.
They don't make small cans, so Stanislaus.
Just make sure it's imported, though. You don't want to use that other domestic stuff. It's too watery.
You can also freeze that when you're done. Put it in an airtight container and just freeze the tomatoes, and when you use it again, use it again.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to make about a 28-ounce batch of sauce, because you can buy those crushed tomatoes in a can. They come in 20 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and put some sauce in here, and then I'm going to, like Chef Dom said, we're going to freeze that. Right, that's about 28 ounces. Now we have all of our spices here. We have some salt. Put about a teaspoon of salt in there. About a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We typically use basil for the sauce, but this is a Detroit style pizza, and they put the oregano actually inside of the sauce. We typically sprinkle it on top, so we're going to stick with the tradition. So we're going to put about a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano in there. And what I like to use is granulated garlic for the pizza sauce. I mean, it's really, it really works well in the sauce. I mean, I hate cooking with it on meats and stuff like that because it burns, but for a pizza sauce, it's fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and put about a teaspoon of that in there. And then a tablespoon of olive oil. You can use regular or extra virgin. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. And you want to prepare your sauce about at least 30 minutes prior to making your pizzas, because you want all those ingredients to dissolve in the sauce. All right, there it goes. Sauce is ready. All right, now we're going to go ahead and stretch out this dough. Real easy. You just want to spread it out real evenly here. And really you don't have to worry about the corners because this has got to rise for another 2 hours. It will automatically fill in that crevice right there in the corner.
Absolutely.
All right. Now we're going to go ahead and cover this back up. And we're going to let this rise for
about that thick.
2 hours. All right, we'll be back. Here is the end result. Well, not really the end result. The end result of the actual dough rising. See how nice and fluffy that is?
It's going to be so light
Look
inside.
at that. Compared to that, it's doubled in size. You see that? This has got a little ways to go. Typically, in a New York style, what we're used to, you know, we put the sauce on the bottom and then all the ingredients on top. But in the Detroit style pizza, everything's upside down backwards. That's how they do things, I guess, over there in Motor City. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the pepperoni first. Go ahead and line up some pepperoni on here. And this is boar's head pepperoni. Picked this up at Jimmy's also, out there in Dallas. Can't tell that's our favorite place to shop. Get some pepperoni on there. Dominic's wife's favorite, so we're gonna hook her up with pepperoni.
And by the way, my wife is from Michigan.
That's right. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be the #1 critic. All right, now the cheese goes on. And we're gonna just put that cheese all the way to the end where it's hitting that pan because we want that cheese to get caramelized. Yes, crispy, caramelized. This is a blend of mozzarella and provolone. The traditional cheeses are a Wisconsin brick cheese, which is kind of like a mozzarella with a white cheddar. All right, plenty of cheese on here. Nice. Okay, now
sauce.
Now, we're gonna go ahead and put the sauce on top. All right. Don't be afraid to put that sauce on there. Man, this stuff smells so good raw.
Yeah,
you know?
it's good sauce.
All right, now we're gonna go put this in the oven.
And then we're gonna eat.
All right, we got the oven on 550 degrees. That's the hottest that temperature will go. So it's gonna cook real nice. Want to keep an eye on it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the middle rack and just cook that for about 10 to 12 minutes. And we'll check on it. We'll be back. Yeah, we had this pizza cooking for about what, Dom? About 16 minutes. It seems like, right?
It took more than 12 minutes.
But look at that pizza, huh? See the caramelized edge right there? All that cheese. That's beautiful. Let me put this down. It's getting hot. Wow. Come over here, Sean. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God, look at that. Ooh, look at the crust on the edge there. You see that caramelization? That's what you're looking for right there. You want to put it on a rack.
Let it cool.
Let it cool down for about 5 minutes, and then you want to cut into it. And the reason why you want to put it on a rack is because if you just put it on a flat surface, it would steam, it gets soggy, so you don't want that. So we're going to be back in 5 minutes to cut it up. All right, let's test out this pizza here. Come a little closer. You got to hear the crunch. We're going to cut this into 8.
Looks good.
Let's see what it looks like on the bottom. How does that look? Oh, perfect. Look at that. The cheese is caramelized under there on the sides. It looks really, really nice. Berto, you can have the honors.
Thank you, Paul.
Welcome. Domino.
Oh, yeah.
You'll eat later, Sean.
No.
You're working right now.
You're clocked in.
Salute.
I'm sure I'm going to burn my mouth.
Wow.
Oh, that's incredible.
Really
Oh,
good.
God.
Telling you,
Incredible.
Those
Tomatoes.
crushed tomatoes are unbelievable.
They really make a difference. They really do. Okay, this pizza has another name to it. And if you can guess what they called it there in Detroit, post it in the comments. And then what I'll do is I'll take all the people who posted a comment, put them in the drawing, and then they can win either a hat or a Brooklyn Brothers shirt that we now have for sale. We have a link in the description where we're selling all these type of items. And my friend Albert here, he actually makes these wood pieces, all different types, cutting boards, serving trays, so what else? Spoons.
Charcuterie boards, spoon plates, hot plates,
Coasters.
Very good.
everything. Yeah.
And what's the process?
Oh my God, Paul. I source the wood locally. I even go to a sawmill to get the best kind of wood. And it takes me about a day and a half to hand make these. Nothing is ordered from anywhere. It's all handmade by
Beautiful
me.
work.
Down to the logo,
Yeah,
where I use a laser to inscribe it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
We're going to sell these shortly. We're just going to figure out a process on how to order them. You can also customize any type
Absolutely.
of logo that you'd like on this wood as well. Anyway, we appreciate the subscribers, and thanks for putting up with our commercial. You know, we got to pay Sean. Sean is really expensive. So, all the support we can get really helps. Helps the channel. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys.
Take care, guys.
Take care.